Welcome to TJK Network, everybody, for our road game broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to TJK Network as we get into the road broadcast of the Pequannock Panthers versus the Whippany Park Wildcats for girls volleyball. Good news for tomorrow as we are broadcasting the football game at Madison. Madison High School has actually approved us to rebroadcast their NFHS network feed, so we will have a normal video broadcast for you guys tomorrow. So shout out to Madison. We thank you very much for allowing us to redistribute the video. The rules for NFHS told us that we have to contact the high schools for regular season games as they are the right holders, but for playoffs is when the state owns it. So for now on, we are going to ask the visiting high schools if we can redistribute and rebroadcast the service, which means that if we get approved, we should be okay. And for state playoffs, just like the Buna game we broadcasted, we were allowed to video it, but we couldn't release it within 72 hours, which may be the same concept. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the information about our volleyball matchup today. Pequannock is currently 3-2, coming off a 2-0 loss from at Parsippany, is where they lost 2-0. And for our Whippany Park Wildcats, they still, from our first matchup, they still are winless. They are currently 0-8, still currently struggling to get a win. Here is the serve from the Panthers. And Whippany Park starts off with a point. Here's the serve. And it remains in, so it'll be another point for the Wildcats. Here's the serve. And it's another point for Whippany Park. And Whippany Park after that serve gets another point, making it 4-0. My apologies for not speaking. I had to go get a Sharpie to mark our sets here. And Whippany Park serves that, and it's out. It will be a point for the Panthers. Here's a serve from the Panthers. Whippany Park keeps it up, and they will bring it over. It's out. Panthers point 4-2. Here's a serve from the Panthers. It's out. And it's now 4-3. Panthers were able to keep it going. Serving for the Panthers, by the way, is Gianetto. And ball's bounced back over, brought up by Lauren Arnold. Panthers try to tip it over, and they're unable to. It's going to be now 5-3. Here is the serve. And it's out. Will be a Panthers point. 5-4. Here's a serve from Ella Arnold. Brought up. And Panthers are unable to connect on that. It will be 6-4. Here's the serve. Gardena brings it up. Fiona Arnold. And Sapiro is the one who brought it over, but Wildcats able to bring it back over. Gardena to bring it up. Fiona Arnold is the one that brings it back over. Wildcats are able to get that ball over. Panthers try to bring it back. It'll go off the net. 7-4. Here's the serve. And Sapil's the one that brought that over. Whippany Park will manage to get that over. Sapil to bring it up. Lauren Arnold to bring it over. Panthers get the point. 7-5. Lauren Arnold with the serve. And it's bumped up. And Wildcats are able to keep it in play. And they will get over and they will get the point. 8-5. And we're having a sub in. Here's a serve. Panthers are able to keep that in play and get the point. Still says 8-5 on the scoreboard. Could be a mistake. Here's a serve for the Panthers. And it's another point for the Panthers. Panthers should have 2 points, but the scoreboard is not changing. And it looks like they will pause the game to fix the scoreboard. And now it's 8-6. Not sure what happened on the last play, but it really should be 8-7, so I'm not sure if there was a mistake. And now it's 9-6. And the NFHS scoreboard is saying 66-9, which is definitely not correct. We got the right scoreboard, don't worry, guys. And after that serve, are able to connect. Maybe 10-6. Here's the serve. Hits the net. 10-7. Here's a serve being able to peel. Brought over, and it goes out. And now it's 10-8. Able to peel with the serve. Wildcats able to bring it back. Brought up by Fiona Arnold. We have the whistle, and it's going to be Whippany Park's point. And Whippany Park with the serve. Here's the serve. Gardena brings it up. Fiona Arnold to Ella Arnold, and Ella Arnold is going to hit the net on that play. It's going to be 12-8 now. Here's the serve. Brought up. Fiona Arnold to bring it over. And it's tipped over by Fiona Arnold. And it will be a Panthers point. What a great way for the Panthers to continue. And here we go with the Panthers serve. And we're going to have a Panthers ace. And we're going to have a timeout. Here we go, getting out of our timeout. Here's a serve for the Panthers. It's brought up, they'll hit the ceiling. Wildcats able to keep in play and they'll bring it over. Brought up by Giannetto. And Wildcats get a point. Here's a serve. Fiorello tries to keep it in play. But unfortunately, Panthers can't connect on that. It'll be 14-10. Here's a serve. Hitter's able to bring it back over. Whippany Park unable to connect. Panthers still close to tying the game. 3 points away. And here we go at the serve. That was Giannetto with the serve. Fiorello to bring it over. Panthers get the point. Here's a serve. And it's out. Whippany Park with the point. Here's a serve. Brought up by Giannetto. And brought up by Fiorello again. Ella Arnold's bring it over. And she will score on that play. I'm not sure what's going on. We may have a potential timeout. I will mark that. Looks like we will have a timeout. And here we go out of our timeout. Here's the serve. And a sneaky one as it hits the top of the net, but will make it over. It's a Panthers ace. And Panthers are within one. Ella Arnold serving for the Panthers, by the way. Ella Arnold with the serve. And it goes out. Whippany Park still maintains a lead. Here's the serve. Gardena brings it up. And we get a point for the Wildcats, is what the officials call. Here's the serve. Brought up. Sapio tries to tip it over. And it will be 18-14. Here's the serve. Brought up by Fiona Arnold. And Lauren Arnold is the one that brings it over. And Wildcats hit it onto the net. Panthers point. Here's the serve for the Panthers. And Gardena brings it up. And Sapio's the one that brings that over. Panthers keep it in play as Whippany Park does manage to get that back over. And it is out as Whippany Park tries to bring it back. Panthers point. Panthers within 2. Here's the serve. Panthers get a point as what the officials mark. And Panthers now within 1. Here's the serve. Wildcats manage to keep it in play, but they will return it out. And now we have a tie game. And we will have a timeout. And here we go with the timeout. Here's the serve. And unfortunately, Panthers hit the net, and Whippany Park will retake the lead. Here's the serve. And it's another point for the Wildcats, as Panthers cannot return the ball. Here's the serve. And Panthers aren't able to connect on that play. It's going to be 21-18. And Panthers bring it back up. And it's brought over by Schickman. And Panthers unable to connect. 22-18. Panthers now down by 4. Here's a serve from the Wildcats. And it's an ace for the Wildcats. Here's a serve. Off the ceiling. Panthers bring it back. Panthers keep it in play. And that's Fiona Arnold. Spike attempted. And we have a whistle, and it will be Whippany Park's point. Whippany Park now has the match point. Here's a serve. Panthers bring it up. Fiona Arnold. And Whippany Park wins the first set. 25-18. And now we will be getting ready for our second set. And here we go, getting ready for our second set. With the serve, Fiona Arnold to bring it up. And Whippany Park gets the first point. Here's a serve. Brought up by Alex Gardino. Gianello to bring it over. And Wildcats Ready to bring it back over. It's out. Panthers with the point. 1-1 now. And a serve from the Panthers. It's an ace. Panthers take their first lead of this game. Here's a serve. And Wildcats receive it and are able to get it over, and we're back to a tie game. Here's a serve. It actually is a Panthers point. I believe it was out, so it's actually 4-1 now, as it's a Panthers ace. So we have a little score correction here. Panthers weren't able to connect on that, but I'm not sure what the ruling was. Oh, now they're fixing the scoreboard. It's 3-1. Whippany Park scoreboard is acting up very strange. Maybe we were right on that play. We'll get a glimpse of the scoreboard and we'll fix that as soon as we can. Because Whippany Park scoreboard is messing me up. It's 3-2. That's what it should be. And Whippany Park on the serve, and they get the ace, so now we're actually at a tie game now. So that is your correct score. Got messed up a bit. Not sure what was what, but it's fixed. So we are at 3-3. That's what Whippany Park's scoreboard's saying. Gina to bring it up after a serve. And it goes off the ceiling and into Whippany Park zone, but it will be their point, and they'll take the lead. Here's the serve. Brought up. And Ella Arnold's the one that brings it back over. And Fiona Arnold is able to dig for that. And Panthers are still able to keep it in play, and they will get over. Brought back over. Ella Arnold to Fiona Arnold. And back to Ella Arnold with the spike. Panthers get it. They tied the game. Here's a serve. And it's going to be Whippany Park's point as they are able to bring it over. Panthers hit it out of bounds. Here's a serve for the Wildcats. Gardino brings it up. And Panthers on the spike. And it will go off one of the Whippany Park players and will fly up into the ceiling. And now we have a tie game. Ella Arnold serving. Ella Arnold with the serve. It's an ace for Ella Arnold. Panthers retake the lead. Here's a serve, and Panthers. Ella Arnold hits it into the net. 6-6. Here's the serve. And Pedro's unable to connect, and it'll hit the net. Whippany Park regains the lead, 7-6. Not sure what happened, but we do have a whistle to pause the play. No timeout. Here's the serve. April Sapio brings it back over. And we have the whistle. Officials rule Panthers point, and we're back at a tie game. 7 apiece. And now April Sapio with the serve. Brought over. And now up. Sapio will bring it over from Lauren Arnold. And Whippany Park gets the point as they are able to receive it on the end. And here's the serve. And it's an ace for the Wildcats. A sneaky one as it hits the top of the net and it ricochets over. Here's the serve. Brought up by Alex Gardino. Sapio to bring it up again. And Panthers are able to save that ball from hitting the net and get it over. Whippany Park brings it back over. Panthers also able to get it back over. Whippany Park connecting. And they go for the spike attempt and it hits the net. Panthers within 1 now. Ava Schickman serving for the Panthers. Brought back. Schickman to bring it up. Panthers able to get it back over. Spike attempt goes out. Panthers tie the game. Ava Schickman with the serve. And Whippany Park brings it back over. Fiona Arnold to bring it back over to the Wildcat zone. And it goes on to the net, and Pequannock gets the point and takes the lead again. And we're going to have a timeout. And here we go, getting out of the timeout. Ava Schickman still serving for the Panthers. Here's a serve. And it's an ace for the Panthers. Panthers take a 2-point lead. Schickman with the serve. Whippany Park this time able to get it back over. Lauren Arnold keeps it in play. Lauren Arnold is unable to get it as it'll go onto the net. And now it's 11 to 10. Whippany Park now going to be serving. And here's the serve. Brought up by Gardino. Sapio to bring it up again. Fiona Arnold's the one brings it over. And the ball was out, but Whippany Park did try going for it, so it is a Panthers point. I believe Whippany Park did touch it with their tip of their hands, but it was out, so it was a Panthers point, and the Panthers get an ace on this serve, and now it's 13 to 10. Here's the serve. And Wildcats unable to connect. It's another ace. Arnold at the serve. Schickman brings it up. Fiona Arnold tries to bring it over. And is unable to as it hits the net. Here's a serve from the Wildcats. Sapio brings it over. Wildcats on it. Panthers bring it up in the air and they bring it back over. And the Panthers are unable to get that as Whippany Park's ball goes over the net and touches the net, catching them off guard. And now it's 14-12. Here's the serve. Gardino brings it up. Brought back over. And Wildcats hit the net. And Panthers keep the lead. Keep the lead and extend it. And now Fiona Arnold serving. And it's a Panthers point. Ace for the Panthers. Here's the serve. Panthers able to block it from going back over. And Panthers get another point. 17-12. Panthers need to win this set to force a third set as they gave up the first one. They avoid being swept, and that's exactly what they're doing. Brought over and out. Panthers point again. Here's the serve. Sapio brings it up and attempted dig from, I believe that's Fiona Arnold, and she's unable to get it, and it's now 18-13. And here we go, getting out of the timeout. Here's the serve. And Whippany Park gets that point. 18-14. And Panthers are able to get that point as it was out 19-14. Here's the serve. And it is a Panthers point as Whippany Park is unable to get that over. It should be 22-14. We are fixing that as I clicked the wrong one. And a serve from the Panthers is no good. Hits the net. 20-15. Here's a serve. Brought up by Gardino. Kept in play. And Gardino is unable to continue the play. Here's a serve. Feeling to bring it up. And blocked by the Wildcats. 20-17. Here's a serve. Brought up by Gardino. Fiona Arnold to bring it over. And it's out. 20-18. Here's a serve. Gardino brings it up. Fiona Arnold. And brought back over for the Panthers. Spike is blocked. Spike, hits the net. And now it's 21-18. Ella Arnold with the serve. Wildcats able to bring it over. And Wildcats able to secure another point. Here's a serve. And it's an ace for the Wildcats as they now get this game within one. Here's a serve. And Wildcats tie the game on another ace. And we will have a timeout. Most likely the Panthers calling it as the Panthers just gave up a multi-point lead. Here's a serve. Another ace. Whippany Park takes the lead. Panthers give up a multi-point lead and now will lose the lead. Here's a serve. And it hits the net. Panthers get lucky and now it's 22-22. Here's a serve. Panthers able to keep it back in play from Gardino. It gets back over. Gardino bring it back up. Sapil. And officials rule Whippany Park's point. Now it's 23-22. Here's a serve. Gardino brings it up. And now it's a match point for the Wildcats. Wildcats could get their first win. Sapil brought back over. Gardino brings it up. Gianetto bring it over. Panthers able to stay alive. 24-23. Now this game's within one. There will be no match point now, as you need a 2-point lead. So this game will be going to extra points. So whatever the term is, I'm not 100% sure. Schickman with the serve. Gardino brings it up. Sapio. And Gianetto brings it back over. Spike attempted. And the Wildcats win it. As now they get the 2-point lead. So will actually be their match point. The Panthers give up a multi-point lead in the second set. And the Wildcats find a way to come back, scoring multiple aces. And are able to get the lead back and win the second set, sweeping the Panthers. And now the Panthers will fall down from 2-2 to 3-3, which means they now have a .500 winning percentage. Whippany Park was 0-8, and they will record their first win of the season. And now they will be 1-8. So this concludes today's very quick matchup. Your final score: 2-0 Wildcats. My name's Tyler Kasperzak. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.